want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
You are...
It's been a heck of a game so far. We're in the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, an 0-2 count, rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, chased a wide one, 1-2 is the count. Detroit's game-winning run sits on third after pulling off a play for the history books, a risky double steal. Nobody's been able to swipe a bag from this defensive powerhouse all season, but Detroit has cracked their code. The runner on third is taking a generous lead off the bag. The pitcher throws over. It's bobbled! Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's...
Good evening.
Francis?
Am I, interrupting something, Jensen?
How'd you know where to find me?
I know you like to think you're off the grid these days, but I am the one who programmed your Infolink's GPL tracker.
Back when I used to work for Sarif. We don't work for Sarif anymore, Francis.
Be that as it
I
may,
distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
except in an emergency. That's how I remember you saying it. A year ago, when the rest of the world thought you were dead and I helped you get out of Alaska, in fact, I seem to recall you adding, and I quote here, "I really owe you one, Richard."
I don't recall saying it quite like that.
Well, it just so happens there's something in Prague that I need your help with. Tonight.
Kind of busy.
Investigating TF-29, I know. But if you help me with this, we're even. I promise.
Fine. What do you need?
I've been hired to vet a company, a freelance job. Someone in Prague was helping me, but, he's gone radio silent.
You mean you stopped taking your calls?
I tracked the GPL signal on his phone to a bar named Zatopek. Now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. He could have been robbed or decided to get drunk. The only thing I know for sure is that he is jeopardizing my assignment.
Why do I get the feeling you're doing more than just vetting a company?
He goes by the name Slaw. I need you to find out what happened to him.
Send me the address of the bar.
Sure, but... Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. Zatopek Bar is in a pocket of Prague that doesn't take kindly to augmented people. An alley off Klimova Street. They're known to get violent there.
Are you warning me because you're concerned for my well-being, or because you need me for this job?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
Property bank?
It is the Palisade Blade Link.
Then what the hell's the bank?
I do not know the exact stops. You have to look at the metal card.
Thank you, officer. Fusing on purpose?
I do not know, man. I do not have the money to do anything illegal.
Další.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ježiš. Ty vypadáš, že se ti daří dobře, přítel.
Just wonderful.
I am done.
I'm sick of this.
Whip.
Right in my face. I have no choice. She looked like some kind of addict.
Neuropathy?
Neuropathy, Neon, who knows? Damn it. All the cop did was take my information and file a report. That is it.
Where did you stop?
The chapter about the start of the organs.
That is where most people
Nothing.
stop reading.
You sure we need to so preachy. He really wants to be the safe. Here we go.
I think he is sincere. It won't get better. I finished the whole thing.
Did someone pay you to do that?
His girlfriend made me read it.
Area clear. What the hell? This area is just as safe as the red light.
Místo pro dalších 20 000 lidí. Státní policie očekává, že právě tento počet lidí v nadcházejících týdnech zadrží na kontrolních bodech, jakmile Praha aktualizuje své regulace augmentací. Mnozí dříve licencovaní občané již nebudou mít nárok na novou ověřovací kartu T70.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře osvětlených prostranství.
I don't have time for anything, sorry.
Yes, yes. You're a friend. Friend.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I wouldn't associate someone like that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
You make a good point.
Lovely city, yes? Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for
Got
you.
enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do, and no time to waste.
Do not let me keep you then. Get moving.
Access granted.
I doubt they would even try to do it.
Musí udělat místo pro dalších 20 000 lidí. Státní policie očekává, že právě tento počet lidí v nadcházejících týdnech zadrží na kontrolních bodech, jakmile
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
dříve licencovaní občané již nebudou mít nárok na novou ověřovací kartu T73. Státní policie vyšetřuje
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Please follow all security recommendations, sir, for your own health.
Maybe another. Stop right there, Hanser. I need to see your papers.
This doesn't look like a checkpoint. And you don't exactly look like a police officer.
And you do not look like someone who is going to pull out a guitar to sing songs about peace and love. Papers, now!
Look, civilian. I'm on official Interpol business, and I need to speak to someone in the bar, Zatopek.
And I want to live in a world where all Hansers are dead. Looks like we are both going to have to wait for what we want. Now fuck off. This is an OG-free zone, and we will shoot any OG who enters, even the ones who claim to be working for Interpol. Tell your boss to send someone who is not a Hanser.
Here we go. I doubt they will do that before.
Give me one 24-hour period to move through that place, and I would go straight to Illuminati Row. Oh man, I'm just drooling at all the uncircumstantial, undeniable, damningly unholy.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Huge companies, and this oversized hard drive is a Swiss bank account supply. In a time of chaos like the one that is upon us, information is more important than money.
Access granted.
Truth is our weapon. And the only thing that is more powerful than truth is the manpower that's prepared to fight They are working hard. Every day, the Order Lords are working on new ways to oppress you. The industrial medical complex is working hard too. Drugs to reduce desert paradise, and then sell everyone through there everything.
Anomaly detected. Trace access granted.
You seem to work on only one thing: maintaining the status quo. Going out of your way not to rock the boat. Working hard, indulging in your sick, perverted desires by playing hours upon hours of virtual games. Must be real tough to constantly bury your head in the sand and let your puppy.
Stay quiet. I think I heard a sound. You think it was something? It is late. We must be jumping.
Wait,
I think I just heard something. So, go see what it was.
Expansion of Moonbase Omega has once again been placed on hold. Several financial backers were forced to
I am
pause
watching that.
due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation.
Oh, you are in wrong bar, Og.
I'm looking for someone named Slaw.
This be me. But I no do business with robots.
I'm here on behalf of someone you know from Detroit.
Kurva, he sent the robot. I told him I no do job. He no listen. Here, take this and go. It worthless now. It be flagged missing and no can be reprogrammed. It open nothing now.
Wait a minute, back up. What are you talking about? What is this?
That is Palisade Passport. It be combination employee card and VPN key. It let your boss make remote connection to protected servers inside Palisade Blade.
He needed a virtual private network key for a vetting job.
Vetting? I don't know what this mean. The job be more like heist of most secure corporate archiving bank in world. He bid me to go inside server room and make connections so he can look at files using Passport.
Yeah, I see. And how were you supposed to get inside the bank?
I worked there. With clean Passport, I go places inside. But if I go to wrong place, all the robots and guards come kill me. I no wanted to be die like Simona Saridakis.
Who?
She be first engineer killed inside. The Blade make update to defense system and... Wait. He getted you to do job for him? Ha! If you are human, I try stop you. Blade is death trap and I care for human life. But, because you are dirty robot, I say go. Do it. Kill yourself. At the end of day, no one will care.
Look, I get it. You hate me and my kind, but I came here to find you, not get into a debate about what it means to be human. Let's finish up amicably and part ways.
Amica what? You have Passport. I must go back to work soon. Our business be finished. Go.
Pritchard, I found Slaw. He backed out of your little bank heist.
Heist? Jensen, you understand he's being dramatic, right?
Honest and
Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a passport. I'll drop it in the mail for you.
Don't, Jensen! Look, there's a Converse cafe being built in your area, near the shoreline. Get inside, activate their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
I don't want to be seen with you. Go! I don't want to be seen with you. Go!
Boże, to jest taki dobry. Není to zlý.
Did he actually have the nerve to say yes? What? Since when is this guy your boss? Since never. He started working there a year after. Something was there. Nothing. We need to be out. You do not think it means the end of us?
is the deal, you please?
Well, you certainly took your time. Getting slower in your old age?
Let's cut the small talk, Pritchard. What exactly have you gotten yourself into?
It's not as bad as you think. My client, that freelance job that I told you about.
Go on.
You've heard of the Santo Group, haven't you? The European mega corporation that built...
The Utilec complex, Prague's Og Ghetto. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Then you probably know they're building another complex for Ogs in Oman. Only this one's a city, and it's being hailed as a desert paradise.
I'm up on current events, Francis.
Well, my client is considering a partnership with Santo. But before going all in, he wants to know two things. Is Rabia feasible? And is the mysterious group that you're trying to stop also involved with the plan?
With the Illuminati?
Thought that might grab your attention. To know for sure, though, I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade. On servers leased to Santo, Slaw and his passport were going to help me do it, until he chickened out. So you see, Jensen, I really don't intend to steal anything. At least not on my own.
You're right. This isn't a bank heist. It's corporate espionage. The kind of thing your client used to pay us to prevent.
I never said David Sarah.
You didn't have to.
Fine. I'm sure Sarif would be willing to pay you too, if that's what you want. But I would have thought you'd do it on principle. You are the one who's obsessed with elites and their secrets.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that the Palisade Blade is so full of them. Its owners are willing to kill to keep people out. I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
He might have said something.
The grounds and offices are patrolled by Tarva security services. And wherever the human guards don't go, there are automated defenses. The best automated defenses money can buy. Anyone detected in an unauthorized zone risks getting killed on the spot, as several employees have discovered.
How many deaths have there been?
The bank owners pay off the families and keep the details out of the papers, so it's difficult to say. The only one they've publicly acknowledged was the first, an engineer named Simona Saradakis. They used her death to promote their security systems, if you can believe that.
And I bet it paid off for them.
It increased their client base by at least 20%. Look, Jensen, it's safe to say this will involve more than just parkouring through a few lasers. The passport Slaw stole for us.
There is no us here, Pritchard. Slaw says the passport's been flagged. It can't be used because it can't be reprogrammed.
Slaw's knowledge of the hacking world is limited. There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. I'm one of them, of course.
Of course.
But another one is much closer to you. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle Shadow Child. She knows me as Nuclear Snake.
Why do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Okay, look. I can tell you're still on the fence about this. Just bring Shadow Child the passport, and if you really don't want to go any further, I'll find somebody else. Please?
Alright, fine. Give me her address.
Apartment 3A at 33 Klimova. It's just minutes away from your current location. You won't regret this.
I already do.
I'll let her know you're coming. But seriously, think about this opportunity, Jensen. Getting in the Blade could result in a mother lode of information on the people you are really after.
We'll see.
Boring spreadsheets. Why? I do not want to.
No. I know. My job is
Pritchard, I thought you told your friend I was coming.
I did.
Well, I'm in her apartment, but nobody seems to be home.
That doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't move right now if I were you. Mr. Jensen.
Shadow Child?
Lucky for you, Nuclear Snake told me you were coming. Though clearly you're much more skilled than he led me to believe.
Clearly he left out a few details about you too.
So, you need my help reprogramming something. Something that is supposed to be both time-sensitive and very exciting. Are you joking me?
I take it you know what this does.
You're making a run for the Blade? Nuclear Snake must be working for someone with really deep pockets.
It's been flagged as missing. Can you reprogram the security codes?
Can I reprogram it? There are only 10 hackers in the world who can, and I'm 2 of them. This is going to take a few minutes. You can wait outside. Here you go. 1 healthy passport. You do realize this little thing is impossible to get a hold of outside of the Blades. I would love to know how you did it.
Our mutual friend paid someone who works there to steal it.
Really? Who? Was it Amer? Santella? Slaw? It was Slaw, wasn't it? Ah, that racist little alcoholic said he would do it for a big price. We can use this against him, you know.
We?
Come on. You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world. Rippers like me have been trying to break through their lava walls for years, just to get a peek of what's on those servers. You got to let me help.
You seem pretty eager. And judging by those camera feeds I saw on your monitors, a bit fixated on the Blades. Why?
Because information is power, Mr. Jensen. Governments, megacorporations, and the ultra-rich know this better than anyone. Before the Blades were built, people could force them to be transparent. Get a court order, file injunctions, and when all else failed, hire rippers like me to hack a server and release their secrets anonymously on the internet.
Ripper? That's what we're calling hackers these days?
A very skilled, very specialized kind of hacker. Regardless, Fear of getting found out kept many a would-be powermonger in check. Not anymore. Now, any company, politician, trillionaire or zillionaire with a vault in the Blade sleeps comfortably, knowing Masaki Oshiro is protecting them.
Tell me more about these specialized hackers of yours. What makes them different?
You've heard of the neural subnet, NSN machines?
I've had some experience with them.
Rippers use a black market version to enter a 3D representation of a server's subnet cloud. We look for digital data there, download it, and leave before the server's defenses stop you.
Kind of like a smash and grab robbery.
No, Mr. Jensen. That's what thugs do. This is data extraction. Real Rippers do it to expose the truth and keep the powers that be from exploiting the masses.
While making a little money on the side.
One must earn a living. It doesn't mean my heart isn't in the right place.
Masaki Oshiro. This isn't the first time I've heard that name tonight.
Of course it isn't. He's the Palisade Bank's CTO. He and his wife, Ashani Talwar, own the corporation. She runs it, and he designs and oversees all of its defenses, the bastard.
Apparently you don't like him very much.
I hate him.
Because he's good at what he does?
Because he's an arrogant little shit who's made himself look like a hero to the corporate world, while secretly hiring assassins to take out Rippers like me. A lot of people have died because of that man.
So you're a hacker with a cause, got it.
I'm more than that. I saw the malware you hid on that passport.
What malware? I didn't hide anything.
Then Nuclear Snake paid Slaw to do it for him. Either way, it's a fine piece of code. But it will only work if you actually get inside the server chamber and plug into it. I've studied the Blade. I know a lot about its defenses. I can help.
I don't doubt you can help, but just what did you have in mind?
For starters, I know someone who works in the Blade's lobby. Palisade doesn't know it, but they have a Ripper named Baba Yaga 50 working the night shift.
And you think he'd be willing to risk his job and jail time for something like this?
Our cause is bigger than that, Mr. Jensen. You're trying to screw over the company that all Rippers hate. Getting you in there is a chance he'll take, but after that, you'd be on your own. Palisade has a strict no-ogs policy.
I want to know more about this malware you found. What's it do?
Creates a temporary backdoor through the Blade's lava wall. Far as I can tell, it will embed itself on a server as soon as you plug the passport in. Rippers have been trying to punch their way through that lava wall for years. But all this time, we've been looking for weaknesses from outside the system. Nuclear Snake's trying a different approach.
You're sure he wrote it?
Like I said, it's a fine piece of code. I recognize his signature. But ask him yourself if you want to be sure.
I'll keep that in mind, should I decide to go any further with this. Right now, it's best you assume that I won't.
My lips are sealed. I know how dangerous this is, and I don't want to end up another one of Oshiro's tragic accidents.
Meaning?
Just do a little digging. You'll find out. Simona Saridakis, all the Rippers who died. The Palisade Bank will stop at nothing to protect its secrets. And until someone gets inside and uncovers the truth, they'll continue to get away with it.
I need to get going. Our mutual friend will be checking in any minute now.
Say hi to Nukes for me. And, in case you do go in, maybe you could put this on Leona Rosolova's desk. She's the head of engineering inside the Blade. Her office is on the 3rd floor.
A figurine. Why?
It's personal. She's someone I used to know, but don't anymore. That figurine means something to both of us. Giving it back means something else. Can you do it?
I'll take it, but I can't make any promises, since technically I'm not going in.
Uh-huh. And now you should be on your way. I reprogrammed the passport in half the time it would have taken our mutual friend to do it. But even so, he's not a patient guy. Be careful in there, Mr. Jensen. Some of those server chambers are equipped with next-gen heat sensors. They'll detect body heat even if your cloaking hog is active.
Who says I have a cloaking hog?
Who said you're going in? Call me if you get into trouble.
Pritchard, I found Shadow Child. She reprogrammed the passport.
And?
And I guess I'm doing this.
It won't be easy, you know. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not? I'll reconnect when I'm inside the Blade. Jensen out.
These planks know better than to attack us.
Hey, you! You don't look like you are from around here. You should know the truth about the Palisade Corporation.
And what truth is that?
The billionaires who own it killed my wife in there. Surely you have heard the name Simona Saridakis.
Several times, actually.
Good. The more you hear, the better. Because Palisade spent millions to bury the truth. There was no investigation of the crime scene. No real justice for my family. Simona worked there for years, and they called her a thief! Then they used her dead body to promote their security features.
Why would Simona be inside the computer rooms? What was her job?
She was a senior engineer. She worked on the defensive systems.
So the traps that killed her, she would have known all about them.
Yes, exactly. She was working directly with Oshiro, helping him design security programs. He always gets credit for the lava wall, but much of it was her work too. So many years they worked together. Why would she steal? It makes no sense.
I'm sorry you lost your wife, Mr. Saridakis. But you said there was no investigation after she died. Why not?
Privacy laws make it illegal for the police to go inside the computer rooms. That's where those billionaires said she was killed. So all the police could do was examine Simona's workstation and emails, look at Intellicam footage, and perform an autopsy.
Not a lot to go on. What did the footage show?
Nothing! They showed Simona walking down some corridors and entering a computer room. But it did not show what happened inside. They said the security systems only kill someone if they walk in forbidden zones.
I assume when you say the billionaires, you mean the Palisade's founders. Why do you hold them responsible?
On the day she died, Simona said she found something strange that involved her boss, Masaki Yoshiro. She wanted to tell me more, but I was upset. We'd had a fight, and I wasn't ready to listen. I told her to tell me after work, but she never came home.
Did you tell the investigators what she said?
I did! They ignored me! They said it's not related to the investigation! They said my wife was a thief! She was not a thief!
I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Saradakis, but unfortunately, I have to get going.
I understand. Most people just ignore me. But you listen. I hope I changed your mind about the palisade. It's not a wonder of the world. It is a symbol of how the rich and powerful get away with everything, including murder. The palisade blade is a graveyard of heroes and coward. They are fools. Shaggy and Yoshiro are guilty. They killed my wife.
You and I have a mutual friend, Shadow Child. She mentioned that you might be able to help me.
I heard someone might come by, but how do I know that you are that someone? You could be anybody. Did this Shadow Child person mention a name or anything?
Baba Yaga 50.
That is what I was looking for. Why, yes. I see that you have an appointment this evening. Allow me to deactivate the security gate for you. It will just take a second. So, what is your Reaper handle?
It's classified.
That is such a cool username. Classified. All right. You are good to go.
Thanks.
Good luck, Classified. Extract the data, expose the truth.
Shadow Child's code appears to have worked, Pritchard. I'm inside the Blade.
Good. I was worried you might get sidetracked by some random civilian in need of a hero.
I had several enticing offers, but I turned them all down just for you.
Oh, goody. According to construction records, the servers are located at the top of the Blade's funicular, in numbered chambers. We'll have to figure out which one is Santos.
A place like this must have a client registry.
If so, it would be in the CEO's office. She has an executive suite on the highest level of the atrium. I suggest you look there.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Expansion plans for the Palisade Bank station. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals. Privacy laws first.
Diagnostics check of telecommunications commencing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Sociology at Harvard. Dr. Stansfield Christensen. It is a pleasure to meet you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you think of restoration?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Restoration Act is a step backwards. A devastating
Running diagnostics check. 1, 7, 5, 9. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
It's gotten so
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
All systems. All systems functional. I see them.
In part one of our two-part
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete. Diagnostics check of telecommunications commencing.
What were we talking about again?
I don't remember. You spent so much time with me. I forgot.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Attention.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
friends or someone in accounting who let me peek at
Commencing
their actual net
diagnostics
worth.
check.
They are insanely rich, but it is
Air
barely from the
purification
money they make
system
from
is
Palisade.
operating at
Most
normal
of it.
capacity. Diagnostics
Well,
sequence
this isn't
complete.
loosening at all.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Might have seen something.
I've wanted to eat 6 bags of cheesy puffs. I've had the uncontrollable urge to dance.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally. Running diagnostics. Check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check. Sector 1148. 2. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Jensen, have you found the executive suite yet?
This involves a little more than just typing on a keyboard, Francis. I'm working on it.
Well, work harder. According to my research, the suite was designed to be isolated from the rest of the atrium. I assume it's intended to provide even more privacy.
Which means an extra layer of defenses.
Exactly. So be careful. Pritchard out.
Diagnostics check of hydraulic systems commencing.
A new Palisade employee tried to access a level 5 area with...
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Palisade employee. Tried to access the...
Diagnostic check for communications commencing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Hey, Petra. Yeah, I just got back from holiday. I need to get out of here!
Is currently active in the west side. On the third floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice.
Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Shadow Child. That thing you wanted me to do in the blade, it's done.
1,000,000 thank yous. You know, Leona is the head engineer. You might find something useful on her computer. The password is trust no one, or at least it used to be.
Thanks.
Buona fortuna, Mr. Jensen. Ciao.
Temperature readings in the service chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
This is interesting, Pritchard.
What?
I found a log that says the vacuum defense system in the chamber where Simona Saradakis died might have been manually triggered.
Need I remind you that you're there to gain access to Santos' data, not play detective? I suggest you get a move on.
boxes. Didn't you see the updated report?
Running diagnostics check in sector 11482.
Waiting on Palisades meet.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Oh, yeah.
Could be something. Stay alert.
Keep it down.
Where are you now, Jensen?
Getting lonely, Francis. I'm at the funicular.
I see. So you found the client registry in the executive suite?
Not yet.
Are you insane? You'll be looking for the proverbial needle in a haystack without it. I strongly suggest you turn around.
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
The level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrible. And human restoration act.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they're just wasting their time. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live. I guess Ariel is constantly there. Our portable data.
Pritchard. Looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
Tuberculosis that has been spreading quickly through the Indian subcontinent. World Health officials are sampling
Commencing diagnostics check.
at pharmaceutical giant Versalife's
Air purification system is operating at normal.
Anomaly detected.
Diagnostic
Trace program initiated.
readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
In the hands of the irresponsible journalist.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
All systems function. Check updated. Control clean.
Diagnostics check of telecommunications. Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance pattern is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
That the factory line T-model asset production levels of this uncontrolled technology would lead to worldwide destruction thanks to Sarah. I'm willing to go back to mass hysteria. 2 years ago, we ended up
clear.
Diagnostics check of hydraulic systems commencing.
Access granted.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check.
Clear patrol.
Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Questions that Nathaniel Brown and his cronies at Santo are evading the so-called fog of paradise in the Middle East.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Caution. Navigation system is currently active in the west side maintenance corridor on the third floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice. Running diagnostics check in sector 11759.
Pritchard, you'll be happy to know I'm on the funicular and headed to Santo's server chamber.
Good. Once you're inside, all you'll have to do is insert the passport into the server. Don't remove it until I disconnect. The system will track my location if you do.
I have to get to the chamber first, Francis. Shadow Child said there are heat sensors that can see me even when cloaked.
You know you love a challenge. We're in the bottom of the ninth, Jensen. Time to hit it home.
Running diagnostics check. Heat detection system in server chamber area is registering normal temperature fluctuations. Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Diagnostics check of telecommunications commencing. Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete. Diagnostics check. Piping integrity. Pressure registering normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Diagnostics check of hydraulic systems commencing. Caution. The air fumigation system is currently active in the west side maintenance corridor on the third floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice.
I got a bad feeling about this, Pritchard. According to an email I just found, Masaki Oshiro ordered Saradakis to run maintenance in the chamber that killed her.
Shadow Child was right then. There is a lot going on inside that bank. Finish the mission and we'll see what we can do about it.
Okay, Pritchard. The passport's plugged into Santos' server. You getting anything?
Hang on. I'm accessing the file. It's empty. I mean, the data was here, but it's been moved. Looks like to some kind of mainframe.
Is Palisade stealing Santos' files?
We need to find that mainframe. The data's being sent there through a private workstation. Masaki Oshiro's. The transfer is using micro-connection, so it must be near you. Find it, and you'll find the mainframe.
It'll probably require a higher security clearance.
I'll upgrade the passport while I'm linked to it. Just give me a second. Then you can remove it. Okay, Jensen. I'm out.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters.
Anomaly detected.
Diagnostic sequence.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Voice recognition is ready.
Down. I can see the headline. Masaki Oshiro and his life's work now worthless. Dowd knew everything. He even knew details about Saritakis' death.
I think Stanton made a lucky guess and your reaction sealed it. It doesn't matter. We're on their radar now. That's what matters. Not some dead body.
But they want complete access to everyone's files. We only look at...
Voice recognition is ready.
Masaki Oshiro.
Voice analysis in progress. Voice recognition confirmed. Welcome, Mr. Oshiro.
Pritchard, Oshiro and Talwar have been engaging in insider trading. That's why data's being moved. I think Simona Saradakis caught on to them.
And they killed her to shut her up?
The recording I found mentioned a Stanton Dowd who might also be involved.
Get me connected to the mainframe. Maybe I can find out more when I'm inside. Extract what I need. Shit. Jensen. The AI core is cutting off my communications.
Richard.
Josh trapped, Jensen. I can't get to the exit. Shadow Child. She may be.
Foreign virus detected. Destroying source.
Oh, shit. Shadow Child, I've got a situation. I lost contact with Nuclear Snake and the NSN, and the Blade security system fried the passport.
What? That's bad. Very, very bad. Without the passport signal, our friend's avatar has no way out of the NSN. They'll be able to use its signature to pinpoint his location.
Is there something I can do? There's an NSN share here connected to the mainframe.
Really? I might be able to open a gateway for him if I hack into the Palisades network using your infolink frequency.
You can do that?
I might be the only hacker in history who can, but now is not the time for bragging. Just sit in the chair and I'll do the rest.
Shadow Child, I'm in. I don't have eyes on Nuclear Snake's avatar.
This is incredible. Mr. Jensen, the Palisades mainframe is unlike any NSN server I've seen before. Sorry. Okay. From what I can tell, you're in a partition of the mainframe server. I see traces of 2 avatars in the code. The other one must be your friend.
I see him, Shadow Child. His avatar is out of reach. It doesn't seem like I can communicate with him.
That's because the Palisades virtual defense systems are interfering with his connections. If you extract the program from the data towers in this server, it should disable the system's hold on him.
Sounds easy enough.
I took the liberty of applying a few augments to your avatar that may come in handy. In the meantime, I'll work on opening a gateway for him to use as an exit point.
working, Mr. Jensen. The Blade's AI core is thinking too fast, preventing me from creating a stable gateway into the mainframe.
We need another way then.
And I may have one. I can create a hole in the outer defenses and invite a few of my Ripper friends to attack the client servers at the same time.
Cause a distraction elsewhere, the AI looks away from the mainframe. Smart.
I should warn you. Nuclear Snake will not be happy about it.
He doesn't get a vote. Do it.
Okay.
Sure as hell hope that's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Well, this look is an improvement, that's for sure. If it isn't obvious by now, our covert mission is screwed. Every Ripper in the world is probably attacking the Blade servers as we speak.
Time and options were not on our side. Did you find what we were looking for?
Hopefully. I'll know after I start analyzing the files back in the real world. Let's discuss the situation when we're safely out of here.
Shadow Child. Nuclear Snake is out. Shadow Child? Damn it.
There you are, Mr. Jensen. I lost connection with you for a moment. Are you out of the NSN yet?
Yes, and so is Nuclear Snake.
Good. I've been working on an escape option for you. There is a maintenance hatch on the underside of the Blade. It's a quick exit, but also a long drop to the river.
It's that or I leave the way I came in. Fight or fall, I guess.
Exactly. Get to your apartment. There are things we need to discuss. Shadow Child, you and I also need to talk. Privately.
Okay, Nukes. The mainframe door is open, Mr. Jensen. I'll keep working on getting that exterior hatch unlocked.
Thanks.
Now, Shadow Child.
Exterior hatch is unlocked. Buona fortuna, Mr. Jensen.
I appreciate your help, but how are you still connected to the Blade systems?
Just be thankful that I am. And get out while you still can, my friend.
Jensen, have you gotten out of the Blade yet?
Still working on it.
I don't understand why you're jeopardizing everything by taking your time.
I need to focus, Pritchard. I'll contact you when I'm back home.
We meet again, Mr. Jensen.
I see you made yourself at home.
You let yourself into my place, I let myself into yours. You know, you can tell a lot about a person by how clean they keep their home when they are not expecting visitors. I wonder what the police will think of mine.
You're sure they traced you then?
It's only a matter of time. What we accomplished tonight, punching through the Palisades' defenses. The breach is going to help us expose everyone's dirty little secrets.
The breach? You mean you didn't close the hole you made?
Why would I? Besides, it's not possible. Word of what we did is spreading through the darknet like wildfire. Rippers will be attacking the Palisade servers day and night to get at the truth. This is a good thing, Mr. Jensen. It's what we wanted.
I wanted to find out what's really going on inside the bank. And in the end, we barely scratched the surface. I look forward to seeing what others will find out.
This will change things. At this very minute, thousands of Rippers are accessing data in small amounts. It's a tiny crack in a dam, but it can grow and maybe even bring the Palisade Bank Corporation and its founders down.
Let's hope so. Tell me something. Now that you don't have an apartment anymore, what's next?
My partner and I are debating. We're either moving to California wine country or Argentina. One thing is for sure though, Shadow Child's time in Europe is over. And now I must go. Nuclear Snake is very upset about the breach. I think I will be mending fences with him for a long time. How do you tell someone like that they need therapy?
You don't.
Ciao, Mr. Jensen.
Ciao.
Well, it looks like you and I made it out cleanly, Jensen. The authorities haven't identified us.
Shadow Child might not be so lucky. She's leaving town.
Between you and me, I think she wanted things to trace back to her. There were other options. This was supposed to be a small investigation into Santo. Instead, thanks to her, we're responsible for the Woodstock of hacking.
She helped get you out. Regardless, are you forgetting what we found out in there?
That Oshiro and Talwar murdered Simona Saradakis to keep their elaborate insider trading scheme from going public?
And that this Stanton Dowd person is blackmailing them to get access to every client's files. Did you find anything on him?
Only that there isn't much to go on. He's an old money trillionaire who's more skilled at breaking even than he is at making a profit.
There must be more, Pritchard. Oshiro seemed especially concerned about the people Dowd represents.
If you want me to, I'll keep digging. But right now, we're sitting on an open and shut case against the bank's founders.
Except we can't release the evidence ourselves because we obtained it illegally.
Precisely. So what do you think we should do about it?
What about Simona Saradakis' widower? I ran into him before I went into the Blade.
Seriously?
He's still struggling to make sense of his wife's death. He had a hunch it was foul play. Let's hand the evidence off to his lawyer if he has one.
Interesting. It'll certainly wash our hands of the situation. But don't you think Saradakis and the Palisade Bank Corporation will settle out of court?
It's not about money for him. He wants to destroy Oshiro and Talwar. This will be the perfect weapon.
If you say so.
What about you and your client? Did you find anything incriminating in Santos' files?
I'm still analyzing them. So far, their plans for Rabia look legitimate. The timetable seems very aggressive, though.
It has to be. If the Human Restoration Act passes, a lot of augmented people will have no choice but to move there.
That could be good or bad, depending. I hope it doesn't come to that, Jensen. For any of us.
Me neither. Well, as enjoyable as this little escapade of yours has been, I need to
get back to that moody loner thing you do so well. I understand completely. Besides, I have a report to file with my client. You know, Jensen, this may be the last time we ever work together. Assuming, of course, you don't get yourself half killed, saving the world again, and call on me to
Goodbye, Francis. Take care of yourself.